Well, the first half, all Antwerp, and there's no other way to put it. It was all Antwerp. They racked up 32 points, and they held the Aces scoreless. And that means that while on the plus side, the Aces will get the ball to start the third quarter, but they're also going to be contending with the running clock when the third quarter starts. And that means that aside from when they have a score, change of possession, or again, if somebody calls timeout or if there's an injury, those are about the only 4 times the clock is going to stop. It won't stop for penalties. It won't stop when somebody goes out of bounds. It won't stop with an incomplete pass. And that makes it really, really tough for the team on the short end of the scoreboard to get back into the game. They've got to get that margin under 30 points. So the Aces really need to get the ball and get into the end zone. Antwerp kicks it off, and here we go. Second half underway. Langham to the 50. Langham, nice move. Langham cuts across the field and misses. And they finally wrap him up, and they bring him down at about the 36-yard line. So the Aces, just what the doctor ordered, a good run back on the kick and good field position to start quarter number 3. Again, if they get a score here, and I'm assuming it would be a 6-point touchdown, that would get them below the 30-point differential and put the clock back on normal operations and give the Aces maybe a little breathing room. Still 35 yards to go before that happens, though. Turnbull, quick handoff to Green. Green stacked up just across the 35-yard line. Green gets his legs churning, and he carries the Antwerp Archers half of the defensive secondary down to about the 25-yard line. I thought that he was done after about a yard or so, but Green just planted his feet, basically stood up and carried about 3 guys for another 10 yards almost. 2nd and 1. So he got an extra 7 yards easy just on sheer strength. My goodness. Down to the 26-yard line. 2nd and 1 for the Aces. Green's in the backfield again. Turnbull's going to give it to him again. This time they're going to drop him behind the line of scrimmage. Not by much, but looks like he might lose about a yard. We'll see if they just keep it at 3rd and 1 or make it 3rd and 2. The football now on about the 20, it looks like about the 28-yard line. And it looks like they need to get to the 25 to move the chains. So, yeah, that'll be about a 3rd and 3 for the Aces. 4-down territory, I am sure, for Hicksville. Turnbull keeps it himself. Turnbull turns the corner. Turnbull brought down. He's going to be just short. That's going to bring up 4th down. And about a yard for the Aces. Again, they need to get across the 25-yard line to move the chains. Clock rolling at 9:45 and counting. Here come the Aces. 1 yard to move the chains and keep this drive going. And movement. And that's going to be encroachment on the Archers, so that's going to give them their first down the easy way. Attack 5 on, and it'll be 1st and 10 Aces. That'll move the ball down to the 21-yard line. They'll be just outside of the red zone. So the offsides gives the Aces a first down. Crowd is just celebrating just as if it was done the old-fashioned way. They don't care. First down's first down. And they're right. Turnbull, hard count rather. Nobody bites. Hand off to Green again. Green trying to turn the corner, and he's going to be dropped to pretty much no gain, it looks like. Might have even lost a yard. We'll see. No, they're going to say no gain on it. So 2nd and 10 for the Aces. Now they're going to drop him back a couple yards. Make it 2nd and 12. Okay. So 2nd and 12 after the relocation of the ball. Turnbull with the snap. Quick turnaround, handoff. Diving ahead, that Aces will take it down to the, it's about the 18-yard line where it will be 3rd and 6. Let's see if they're going to give Taylor another carry here. Green's in the backfield. Zedike's out there. He's going to drop back to throw. Ball's in the air, and it's incomplete. Intended receiver number 18, Owen Stuckey, and it goes through his hands and incomplete. So 4th and 6 now coming up for the Aces at their 18-yard at the Antwerp 18-yard line. As we've already run through 5 minutes, 6:59 and counting on the running clock. Turnbull will bring in the play himself from the sideline into the huddle, and they'll break. So here we go, 6 yards to move the chains for the Aces. Turnbull gets the snap, drops back, ball in the air, and incomplete. That was close. Langham had his hands on it, but he was not able to establish control before he and the ball hit the ground. But we're waiting for the official determination by the men in the striped shirts before we called that. That was close. But with the incompletion, it'll be a turnover on downs to the Antwerp Archers. They'll take over 1st and 10 on their own 18-yard line. So at least the Aces turn it over deep in Antwerp's end of the field. And who knows, lucky turnover. Anything can happen in this crazy game of football. Ultimus still out on the field for the Archers. Handoff in a huge hole. Reed Leasty just found a great seam, and he motors out to the 36-yard line to move the chains. 1st and 10 Antwerp. So you were saying that one of the percussionists for the Antwerp Archers Marching Band has got a scholarship to attend Ohio State University as a musician?
From what I was hearing from a lot of the other Antwerp Marching Band, as well as their video they made, I think he's a junior now. In the video it said he was a sophomore, but it's been the next school year course. They have a quad drummer, tenor drummer if you'd like to be technical, that has amazing skill. I myself was a tenor drummer, and I can even admit this person has unbelievable amount of skill, being able to play upside down, blindfolded, the best solos there are.
So he's headed to Ohio State University on a scholarship, or at least that's what we've been told.
Yes. So, of course.
So congratulations to him. That's a pretty fine achievement.
And from what I heard, he wants to get a music education degree and be a percussionist teacher.
There you go. That way he could
maybe show me some skills.
No, I would say there's this old song where it goes, I don't want to work, I just want to bang on the drum all day. He could actually go to work and bang on the drum all day. It would be like the best of both worlds. 4:25, and here we go. 2nd and 1. Ultimus hands it off to Leasty. Leasty, 1st down yardage and more. Leasty breaks free on the far side. Leasty cuts back into the center of the field. Motoring towards the end zone. They'll drop him just outside of the 10-yard line as the Archers motor down the field, move the chains, and put themselves into the red zone and back into striking distance once again on the Aces here tonight. What a powerful run by Reed Leasty. He got the ball, and he was gone. And we do want to say a welcome again to, we have a lot of viewers with us tonight from Antwerp. So thank you so much for joining us. I hope you are enjoying our coverage here on HIX-TV. Quick handoff. I know it's not the night the Aces fans watching us were hoping for this evening, but. And again, if you are new to the HIX-TV YouTube channel and you have not already done so, please consider subscribing. We'd love to have you as a subscriber. You can click the bell for notifications. You'll know right away whenever we schedule a live stream, whenever we post new content to our YouTube video on demand library. We want to say a big thank you to the many who have already subscribed, but there's always room for more. So, yeah, feel free to join us. We'd love to have you. Ultimus puts it in the air. Did he catch it? Yeah, he does. Touchdown, Antwerp. It was in an awkward angle for me. I
wasn't for sure either.
I don't want to lean out too far to see that corner because I could, be taking the 3-story plunge. But it was a great catch, and evidently he was able to get get his 1 foot down in bounds.
And Bill, they're gonna go for the field kick this time.
Right, so Winslow scores the touchdown, and they're ahead enough. They figure they'll why not experiment, see if they can kick the field goal here. Kick is up. It's good. That was Caleb Laker, 5'9" senior. He was like, "Coach, come on, let me get a point." So Laker splits the uprights and makes it 39-0 with 1:54 to go in the third quarter. In what has been, compared to the first half, a very quick-moving second half here tonight. The running clock will do that. So the clock will stop with 1:54 as they get ready for the change of possession. And the Archers will kick it off to the Aces once again. As the Aces in peril of maybe going 0-1 early on here in the GMC season. But again, Antwerp came into this game undefeated. We saw how Eden handled Hicksville, and I guess Antwerp waylaid them.
Yes.
So I think you're looking at one of the teams that is definitely going to be reckoning. You're going to have to reckon with in the GMC this year for football. The Archers are going to be, I think, on the top tier.
Which remind me, Bill, didn't the Archers go pretty far in the tournament season last year?
No, I don't know. They might have. They had a good team last year too. A lot of the seniors, of course, were juniors last year, and that's a lot of experience. So I'm trying to look here.
I guess that could be some
14. I did a quick count. 14 seniors on the
that is a lot of seniors
on the Antwerp roster. Turnbull handoff to Green. Green had a good seam, and he made a cut, and his feet slipped a little bit. He goes down about the 40-yard line, and we got an Antwerp Archer down as well, who he looked like he slipped and landed awkwardly as well. So the Archers trainer will come out, not able to see his number, laying prone as he is. It looks like 50-something.
Yeah, I can see a 5.
So that's one of 7 or 8 on the roster that start with a 5. Replacement coming in, or a couple guys coming in to help him off the field, maybe. They'll get him up. That 51.
That's 51.
And that is Cyrus Gale.
They'll carry him off the field.
Gale, one of the seniors we mentioned. And he'll get some help to the sideline.
His teammates picking him up and carrying him.
Yeah. So after the green run, it is second. And looks like about 6 from the 39-yard line. Turnbull still in at QB for the Aces. Rolling out, ball in the air, caught. Nice move. Grab was made by David Taylor. Taylor managed to juke his way out of a couple of tackles and get across the 45 to the 46-yard line, which will be good enough for a first down for the Aces. So we head into the last 3/4 of a minute of quarter number 3. Turnbull gets the snap. Rolls out again. Looks downfield. Nothing there. Turnbull going to get ushered out of bounds at about the 47. Now they're going to say the 46. And we'll see if they get another playoff before the third quarter comes to an end. As we are under 10 seconds. 6, 5. I don't think they're going to do it. They're not. That's the end of the third quarter. It moves quickly with the running clock. And after 3, the Antwerp Archers added to their lead. They're up now 39-0 here at Aces Field on this Friday night. As we get ready for fourth quarter action, we want to say another big thank you to another one of our Diamond Level Underwriting supporters. This time around, our good friends Denny Vetter and all the gang out at ARC Solutions Incorporated of Hicksville, Ohio, a world-class facility located right here in Hicksville's Industrial Park. Find out about the many solutions they have for business and industry by checking them out online. They include welding, plasma, robotics, and more. It's www.arcsolinc.com. We want to thank them so very much for their continued support of all of our Aces Sports broadcasts this year here on Hicksville Community Television. And also for just being great members of the community. Again, whenever you see things going on in and around the Hicksville area, it's not at all surprising to see ARC Solutions as one of the primary supporters of any worthwhile community cause. We want to thank them so very much. Hopefully you will do the same too. Remember, part of the reason why you're able to enjoy Aces Sports action free on our live streams on HIX-TV is because of the generous underwriting support of our Diamond Level underwriters, including ARC Solutions of Hicksville, Ohio at arcsolinc.com. Quick handoff to Zedike. Zedike will get out to about the 48-yard line. And just so I don't confuse anybody, I meant to say www.arcsolinc.com. Don't type in ARC, A-R-C. I misspoke. It doesn't happen often, but I do it occasionally. Aces coming up to the ball. They're looking now at a 3rd and 8 from their own 47-yard line, or 48-yard line, excuse me. Turnbull gets the snap. Turnbull rolling out. Ball in the air. Caught. Nice spin move. Taylor down to about the 40-yard line of the Antwerp Archers. That'll be enough for a first down. First and 10 Aces on the Antwerp 40-yard line. Putting together a nice little offensive set here. Garrett Turnbull Laterals it out, caught by Langham. Langham across the 40, across the 35. He'll get corralled, and they'll roll him out of bounds at about the 31, 32-yard line, maybe the 30. We'll see what kind of forward progress they give him. Right there on the 30-yard line, and another first down for the Aces. First and 10 Aces at the Antwerp 30. Again, Turnbull rolling out, looking downfield, being pursued. He'll hang on to it with a fake, and he'll pick up maybe a yard. I thought he threw it away, but evidently he held on to the ball.
That tricked me too, Bill. I was about to say that's a pretty good fake.
So he turned the corner and picks up about a yard and a half, maybe two.
First time in a long time I was fooled by a fake.
Well, give him 2 yards and make it 2nd and 8 for the Aces. He got man, that's a good grip on that football.
Yes.
Aces set. Hand off to Green. Green, nice seam on the far side. Green towards the center of the field. Still on his feet. Green into the end zone. Touchdown, Aces. George Green from 28 yards out into the end zone to get the goose egg off the scoreboard. So at the very least, Hicksville not going to get shut out here on their home field tonight. They're not going to be able to get the margin under 30 with this score, but at least they'll be a little closer. Going for 2. And I don't think they're going to get it. They're going to stack him up. And the 2-point conversion attempt will fail. So the score will remain 39-6. And the Aces still need to score 4 points to get the clock back to normal operation. And now the Aces will, for the first time tonight, since the start of the game, the Aces kicked off to Antwerp to start the game. And now they will kick off to Antwerp for only the second time here tonight. And we'll see if we're going to get a kick or if we're going to get a little razzle-dazzle from the Aces. To see if they can maybe retain the possession on an onside attempt. So we'll be waiting for, well, we'll see if we're going to get a squib kick here or not. They'll tee it up at the 40-yard line. Sometimes you can kind of get an inkling as to what they're going to do by the way they tee the ball up, but usually the Aces are pretty good at a standard set for the ball, so you can't really anticipate anything based on the way the ball is positioned on the tee. It's not like laying sideways or off at some weird angle. So here we go. Stuckey. He's going to put his foot into it. It'll get scooped up back at about the 25-yard line. And out of bounds inside the 25.
First flag of the second half.
Here we go. We played the entire third quarter with no penalties, I don't think, or maybe one. Nothing like the first half, where we were like every other play. And this one is going to be that'll be a technical unsportsmanlike conduct against the Archers. So they're going to be starting deep at their end of the field.
That's a foul we haven't seen in a long time either, Bill.
Yeah. Not since last week.
And we had technicals last week, but they were just technicals. We didn't have any direct.
We had one unsportsmanlike conduct. Yeah. I think we did. Well, Won't argue it. Didn't we have one with a player from the sideline or a coaching staff person from the sideline?
That was Coach, yeah.
Run sportsmanlike conduct. It was a technical, but be that as it may, we're not here to rehash the past. We're in the here and now, and in the here and now, deep in their end of the field, the Archers and I believe they have a new quarterback, number 6, who hands it off. That's Hampton Rogie.
They fumbled the ball.
Yeah, he handed it off to Dane Shaw.
It's going to be a turnover.
And he fumbles it, and the Aces recover. Deep in Antwerp territory, this might just be what the doctor ordered for Hicksville tonight. The ball resting now on the 24-yard line, and it's the Aces with the 1st and 10. 24 yards away from getting the clock back to normal operation. A touchdown will do it. A field goal will not. New quarterback in for Hicksville, number 26. That's Colin Level. And I think he handed it off to Walter. I'm not sure, but Level is the new quarterback for the Aces. So I'll have to pay attention to the roster here because they're going to have some of the younger players and some new numbers be thrown our way. The back behind Level is number 9, Brody Walter. He'll get the ball, and he'll get brought down right about the 20-yard line. They're going to mark him at about the 21, a gain of a yard. Bring up 3rd and 8. Level. Hangs on to it himself, rolls out, and he's going to get dropped, no gain. That'll bring up 4th down. So the Aces recover the fumble and pretty much concede the game and bring in the younger players to give them an opportunity to pick up some varsity time on the gridiron. Cross Zedike comes in, number 34. He'll be the back behind Level. And he'll get the handoff. Zedike powering forward. He'll be short, and the Aces will turn it over on downs. So they'll stop the clock briefly. No, they're not. They're going to stop the clock. Okay. Clock continues to roll with 5 minutes. Now they'll stop at 5:01. So usually they stop it for a little bit to let the personnel change for change of possession. There they go, and then they'll start it up again. Archers come running out onto the field. Under 5 minutes to go. Quick handoff. Gage Clevenger with the carry that time. Again, Hampton Rogie is number 6, and he's in at quarterback for the Archers here. Rogie, a 6'1" sophomore. This game's in the bag. No risk of, no use risking injuring your starting quarterback at this point. So Ultimus night is done. Rogie, another handoff. Clevenger will get the carry again. They'll keep it on the ground and just sort of take their time and play this one out. Rogie puts the ball in the air, caught. That'll be good for a first down. Across the 30 to about the 32. That'll move the chains and a fresh set of downs for the Archers and allowing them to burn even more time off of that clock as we go under 3 minutes now in this football game. Bill and Chris, glad to have you here with us tonight. Going to be a quick wrap-up. Our post-game show will not take very long, but we'll let you know what we're going to be doing next week. And thanking everybody before we head out here this evening. Rogie, again, a handoff. Nice hole. And Clevenger gets the carry once again. He'll pick up about 5 to make it 2nd and 5. As some of the Aces faithful begin heading towards the parking lot here. Rogie keeps it himself. Around the far side on the sideline. First down yardage. He'll get knocked out of bounds at about the 45-yard line, but again, that'll be enough to move the chains and keep the ball in the Archers' hands late in the fourth quarter here. Minute 30 to go with the running clock. They're going to actually put the ball at the 43-yard line, but it's still good enough to move the chains. 39-6. Looks like that's going to be the final result here tonight, but well, we've seen stranger things happen in a minute and 14 seconds in a football game, so we'll wait until we got those zeros on the clock before we make an official pronouncement. Rogie, again a handoff. Again, Clevenger. Clevenger out to the 45. He gets smacked to the turf. As we go underneath 45 seconds. 2nd down and about 8 for the Archers, and they just had a mass substitution, so you'll have to bear with me. Looks like number 24 might be going back to do the QBing. They're going to do the victory formation. All right. Oh, they brought back out Ultimus. No, I take that. It was number 7. Yeah, that's Carson Ultimus. They bring Carson back out to take the final snap and the knee to put the bow on this game. It's all over. But the shouting, the last 3 seconds tick off. And that's it. It's official. This one belongs to the Archers as they come to the Aces Field in Hicksville and dominate. 39-6 the final score. With the win, Antwerp increases their record to 4-0, and they are undefeated 1-0 in the Green Meadows Conference. The Aces' record drops now to 1-3, and they're 0-1 in the GMC after the outing here tonight. Well, as we get ready to wrap things up, Christopher and I want to say some thank yous. First off, a big thank you to all of our underwriters making our coverage possible here tonight. They include our 4 diamond-level underwriting supporters, the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio, Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. Thanks also to APT Manufacturing Solutions of Hicksville, Ohio, located in Hicksville's Industrial Park, and online at www.aptmfg.com/careers. Thanks to the Hicksville Pharmacy. They're your good neighbor pharmacy. In downtown Hicksville, Ohio, call 419-542-6218 for information on the latest COVID booster, flu shots, or more. And our good friends at ARC Solutions Incorporated, a world-class facility located in Hicksville's Industrial Park and also online at www.arcsolinc.com. And a big thank you to our silver level underwriting supporter with us for tonight's game. That is Bruce Guilford Real Estate and Auctioneering. Guilford Real Estate and Auctioneering, located in Hicksville, Ohio, and online at guilford-realestate.com. Log on, check out for their latest auction schedule and the most current listings they have at Guilford Real Estate. Thanks to all of them. Thanks also, again, to the Hicksville Athletic Department, Mr. Haught and Overmeyer, for giving us our space up here in the press box and always helping us out, making us feel very, very welcome. And finally, thanks to you for joining us. And a lot of people watching the action here tonight, and hope you enjoyed the coverage here on the HIX-TV YouTube channel. Whether you're an Aces fan, an Archers fan, or just a football fan in general, we're glad to have you with us, and we hope you enjoyed our coverage here tonight. So that's going to do it. Christopher and I got the weekend off. We're going to be back in action next week. I do believe that we've got some volleyball coming up with the Lady Aces hosting Wayne Trace. And speaking of Wayne Trace, that's where we'll be 1 week from tonight. Our next football live stream is going to come your way from Raider Country. Christopher and I will make the trip down to Haviland to bring you the Aces at Wayne Trace 1 week from tonight. And it'll start just before 7 o'clock with live stream coverage right here on the HIX-TV YouTube channel. So with that, we're going to wrap it up this evening. Again, thanks for joining us, everybody. One final time, your final score here tonight. It's the Antwerp Archers defeating the Hicksville Aces 39-6. And until we talk to you again next week, for Chris Warner, operating the camera and overseeing the live stream, I'm Bill Murphy with Hicksville Community Television, wishing all of you a very good night and good sports.